like running after her in the hallway, and I ran after her into.
She legit did it. You run a lot at Fiber Festival.
I do.
Why do you do that?
Because I take so freaking long to get there, and then I don't have.
Oh, that way.
I have short legs.
This is Sorry Not Sorry Knits.
Hello and welcome to episode 5 of Sorry Not Sorry Knits. My name is Jade and this is Vanessa, and we are coming to you today from the loft in Olympia, Washington.
The loft being the loft in my house.
The only loft.
The only loft we have accessible to us. Yes, Jade came back once again. Y'all know the theme song already. We don't have to go back there. But
yeah, it was a spur of the moment decision to come down because there was a fiber festival in Tacoma this weekend called Red Alder, and is that the full name?
Red Alder Fiber Festival, yeah. And for those of you who used to be in back up because I can talk. For those of you who might be familiar with fiber festivals in the Pacific Northwest, Red Alder used to be called Madrona Fiber Arts. Oh. So if it sounds like, oh, is that a new one? It's same fiber festival in Tacoma. They just renamed it with some new ownership, but it's been a really great show. Like they're doing a great job with it these last few years. I think last year might have been the first one after the pandemic, but I see even this year, like they're bringing in some new vendors from California, and yeah, it's really doing awesome. So yeah.
So Friday night, I thought about coming up and surprising Vanessa, but ended up being wise at Cody's advice and just saying, do you want me to come up?
Thank you.
I bring my daughter and maybe we can come and see a little bit of the marketplace on today's Sunday, on Saturday. Mm-hmm. And so we did. We ended up taking a leisurely day and a leisurely travel. So we drove down from Canada today. I did not take a train because I'm done with trains.
You can't rely on them.
I could barely get back home after my last trip down here. I was almost stranded in the snow because we got a major dump of snow up in Canada.
Yeah.
So we had to do some pretty quick thinking to get me home. But
she made it.
Yeah, we made it. And then me and Skylar from my old podcast, we came down and had a blast. We only made it for like an hour at the Fiber Festival, but it was a really fun hour.
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah. Same, yeah. Because again, if you watch the was it the Sacred Sheep episode, we can't get anywhere on time. This is the latest I think I've ever gotten to a fiber festival. I'm like, I got 1 hour to look around and talk to everybody that I want to talk to, and
well, we both had things going.
Yeah,
like you had a different event that day that you had to do, and at least we got there.
We got there, and we made it count. Mm-hmm. We made it count.
We did.
So. Yeah. Do you want to start talking, showing things, talking about things?
I didn't know what to expect because I've never been to Red Alder. So once I actually found the event, which was somewhat difficult.
Very confusing. You actually have to go into a hotel and then go up several stairs and then go outside of the hotel and across a courtyard and then back into the... Yeah. It's a whole thing.
Once I figured that out, it was just super fun.
Yeah.
And actually it was funny because I saw a nice lady and I couldn't figure out from the concierge's directions where to go exactly. And I saw a lady and she had yarn and I'm like, where did I go? You're the right people. How did you get the yarn?
Direct me where to go. Follow the smell of the wool. The fumes.
Yeah. So that's how we got into the marketplace. But yeah, it was awesome. I got to meet people, and my first I didn't even see every booth. Like I think I only saw maybe a third at the very most, because I saw one booth and I promised her I'd come back, but then I found a booth that had
a booth not the other word.
Yeah. And the booth was called Pocket Wheels by John. And so at the time it was John and another man talking there, and when he saw me come up, he had me sit down on the wheel, on the little not on the wheel
at the wheel,
and take my shoes off. I was like, I hope my feet don't stink. And
oh no.
because I didn't expect that.
Yeah. After traveling from Canada all day long.
Not that my feet stink, but it's just the thought.
You think about it.
You're kneeling at my feet, and
I'm always like, oh, do I need a pedicure? Like,
Oh, I absolutely
right?
need a
Like that's like
pedicure.
when you take your shoes off, you have to think about like, I am not ready for this. It is winter.
I don't know the last time I had a pedicure, but anyways,
I don't do them. Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
So, John was so cute because he is obviously a spinner. And he builds the actual pocket wheels. And he asked me if I'm a spinner. And I said I was an aspiring spinner. And he had me sit down, and his wife came up, and she's called Mrs. Pocket Wheel.
I love that.
Yeah, I love it too. And she had the coolest overalls on, like rainbow stripy overalls. And it says she's a kindergarten teacher. So she's an excellent teacher.
She was very good. I came over while Jade was sitting at the wheel and doing a little spinning and recorded a little video for you.
And
she's like, just so you know, she's still learning, so don't put any pressure on her. I'm like, I'm not. I just want to watch and have her have a video.
She was amazing. The way she explained her analogies and everything. So I got this like amazing little lesson from Carla, and I even came away with ignore the tiny,
a mini skein,
a tiny little mini skein of yarn that
so cute.
Of
yarn you spun.
Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah.
Of yarn that I did.
That's so cool.
But what did they call it? I was drafting and carding, or like where you pause and then there's pausing involved because I'm still learning.
Yeah,
So
I don't know anything about spinning, so I cannot help you out here.
There's a word for it. That of course I cannot remember. But anyway, so that was really cool, and they make custom pocket wheels. But I just super enjoyed talking with both of them, and they made me feel so not stupid.
Yeah, no, they did great teaching you.
Yeah, they were really encouraging to keep going.
Pocket wheels, are they like smaller wheels? Like what's the reason behind the name?
Because they're literally so small.
Really?
So like in the video, if you saw, it was just that little thing at my feet.
Okay.
And picture your normal spinning wheels. They're big and usually not portable. So it was like for RVs and camping, and
that'd be perfect.
When you're on the road, and so you can just go and spin, and it was just super cool.
Okay.
I particularly fell in love with his design that had kind of like a copper burnish on the wood. Like it was really beautiful.
Ooh.
And I was checking out his website. He has quite the wait list. He's a popular dude.
Okay.
So they're all hand done and very cool.
Very nice.
Excellent teaching too. So I felt really re-inspired to finally save up for my spinning wheel that's waiting for me, hopefully still.
You'll get it.
I will, I hope. And then she invited me to the 𝒂𝒏𝒈 Weavers spin-in on April 7th. April 6th and 7th on 𝒂𝒏𝒈 Island, which is where they are.
Okay.
Which happens to be one of my favorite places ever, and also the place where...
Is it open to the public or... Okay.
It's a spin-in, so I think that means you can just drop in, but there's more information.
Oh, yeah. So check out the QR code. Pause and scan that QR code. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, 𝒂𝒏𝒈 Island is where Dash shattered his elbow.
Oh, no.
As a kid.
Memories.
Memories. We have many memories of 𝒂𝒏𝒈 Island.
Oh, man.
Deception Pass and Fort Eby.
Yeah.
All the fun camping with all the little kids.
Yeah. Oh.
But, yeah, so that was super fun. And I didn't want to leave. I was sitting there because I was actually making yarn, and I keep thinking, oh, but just wait. And then I looked, I'm like, I could just keep going. It's the idea of I just want to keep going.
Yeah. You got a little taste of what you've been wanting to do, and now.
Because it was working.
Yeah.
It was just so nice. Anyways,
you'll get your wheel.
I tore myself away and made myself go look at other things, but I really just wanted to sit down and spin.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Next time we'll go more than an hour before closing.
We will be more organized because we didn't even decide to go until Friday night.
Yeah.
And it was Saturday night. It's a 3-hour drive, and I had like an hour and a half wait at the border.
Yeah.
Because I don't have Nexus yet.
Oh.
And that needs to be fixed.
That needs to be fixed.
So what you were, while I was doing that.
She was spinning. Well, when I first walked in, I saw, again, the ladies behind Birdie Parker Designs, chatted with them for a little bit. That was really nice. This was their first time at Red Alder, so it was really cool to see them in our neck of the woods. But
what brand was that? Or
Birdie Parker, the jewelry.
The ladies behind. I thought you meant literally the ladies behind them.
Oh, you have to look up the vendor map. first before watching this video to know who I'm talking about.
Designs. I just thought you meant the ones that were standing behind them.
No. Them, Christy and her sister that we talked about in the second episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, I talked to them for a little while, and it was really cool to see them up here. But
I know they're from California.
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Oh gosh, I don't want to be wrong on this. So let's just breeze past that.
Okay.
Just in
I don't
case.
know, but I'm just saying that's so cool.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure that's where they're from.
She's a fact trap. She keeps things in her head.
A fact trap. Is that like a fly trap? With a fact
But with
trap?
facts. I could use one of those. Fact trap.
I've never heard that before.
I made it up.
On the spot. I love it. Love it. Fact trap. Hashtag fact.
Fact. Fact.
We can talk. We can talk. Okay. But yes, it was awesome to see them. But I just want to give a little shout out to Brooke behind Sincere Sheep. My husband and I met her, oh gosh, several years ago at, I think it was Madrona before it was Red Alder, but now I can't remember. But she's just such a cool person. Like, she's just so down to earth, and she's so easy to talk to. And yeah, so my husband and I, we always make a beeline to her booth first. Like, we got to see Brooke. Like, that's like, if all else fails here, we saw Brooke. So yeah, Brooke of Sincere Sheep. She is also from California. We saw her at Madrona. We saw her at Stitches West. Usually between those two shows, we would see her. So yeah, I spent some time in her booth, and I always love to buy something from her. Like this shawl cuff here that I'm wearing, I got that at her booth a few years ago. I love that. But this time I got some goodies from her. I saw this Suri. I think it's while I'm holding this up, let me look what I'm looking at. Yeah, baby Suri alpaca and silk blend. And of course, you guys, it's purple. Are you surprised? If you've been here for a minute, you know this is my color. But yeah, I saw that. This was the last skein left. I was like, it's coming home with me. It's not going back on that shelf.
So funny.
And yeah.
Well, actually, when I walked in and met Cody and Vanessa there,
I was holding this.
You were Cody. When I'm like, this is.
Oh,
not
he was
surprised.
holding
He was
this.
holding them. I'm not surprised they're holding purple yarn.
Yeah.
Right
Yep.
now.
He's like, do you want this? And I'm like, yes. Like, don't put it back. So I got this from Brooke. And then I got, also, I've been wanting to use a gradient type yarn. I've been seeing these around the interwebs for many years, and I've always wanted to use one. So she had a purple one, and I was like, I need that. So it's a Cormo wool, and it's a fingering weight. So
Does it have a name?
yes. So it is. Whoa, hold on. It's just Cormo fingering.
Okay.
And
It's like a beautiful berry to purple sort of combo.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's very nice. It's right in my wheelhouse. There was another one that I was looking at too, it was like a darker purple that faded to like a vibrant pink, but it was like, you know what? These kind of go together too. These kind of, yeah. So that's what I got from Brooke. It's always so nice to visit with her. And actually, she, I finally got a picture with her.
Oh,
after so many years.
Yes.
So I was so happy to get a picture with her. And yeah. And then after that, while you were spinning, I went and
Skylar was everywhere.
Skylar was everywhere. They were gone. They were just gone again.
Oh, she was.
Yeah.
I'm like, go explore.
Explore, yeah.
I'll sit here and spin.
Yeah. I don't even know if I saw her at all. Like when I looked around.
But she called herself a silent ninja.
Ninja. Oh.
She was very interested in all the machinery.
Yes.
That was at this Fiber Festival because it's knitting and yarn, obviously, but it's also a lot of spinning and carding and drum carders and weaving looms. Lots of cool things.
Yeah. Yeah, they have really awesome stuff. I think in the time that we were there, I was just right in that, like, the left corner. I didn't go on the inner aisles or the other side until the very end. We'll get there. Yeah. But yeah, so while she was spinning, I went and visited with Sarah of Sea Change Fibers, and she was this was her first time at Red Alder, and
I hope it was good for her.
I think she was really pleased with the outcome, and her yarns are beautiful. They're all the jewel tones that I love. She does my colors very well, and so I also got some stuff from her. Cody saw this one. Cody saw this here. It's a tweed. It's a very pretty greenish teal. It looks like it's rendering more blue on the screen. But
Teal always renders blue.
Teal is hard. So this is her oh, how do you say that?
It kind of looks like this.
Yeah.
It's got more of this. See, if you put it here, it's kind of in this tone as opposed to in the light.
So yeah, is this fjord? Is that how you say that? Fjord tweed fingering. And so this is, I've never used a tweed before. So yeah, Cody was like, looked at it and I was like, yeah, you want something out of that? So yeah, this is
like a hat.
This came home with me and him and we'll see what it becomes. But yeah, I've always wanted to use her yarn. So I've got that. And then also she showed me this one, a British Cormo in this lovely red. She showed me like a cream color. She's like, look at this one. I'm like, hold on, but what's behind your shoulder? So
it matches your Indira.
Yes.
Like perfect.
It does actually. It's like the same. It's the same color. I have predictable taste, guys. I'm like, you can't be surprised anymore.
You know what I really like though about her names? That other base. What was it? Oh, I don't think I've ever felt Cormo.
I know. I don't think I had either until I saw that.
Fjord Tweed and 𝒉𝒂𝒕. So these are like water waves.
Yeah. Her logo is an octopus.
Very cool.
And she's so cute too. She was wearing like an octopus
she's from California.
Necklace. Yep, California. She's wearing an octopus necklace and like a fabric, like a dress with like octopi.
I could do Cormo.
I know. I think I'm actually excited to swatch that
because I don't think there are not many yarns that are not merino that I can do. I like this.
Yeah, when she held it up for me, I was like, what is this loveliness?
It's bouncy.
I know. And she had a project too that she had knit with it, and it felt so light and airy. And I'm like, that might be perfect for an idea I have.
I know which idea you have.
Yeah. So
you've been looking for the right yarn.
I have been. So I think this might be it, guys. So I brought home a couple skeins with me to try, and I think those be fun. So yeah, thank you, Sarah, for pointing these out and being awesome as always. I love chatting with her. She's so sweet. So
I don't think I spent very long there. I met her, and then
you ran over, and then we it was like 10 minutes to closing, and I had to go see someone else real quick before we took off. So,
and I wandered by. Actually, I think I went down the middle row and I just happened to glance over and I saw a blanket and I literally, it's like one of those things in movies where you only see, it's like it's lit up and nothing else is visible. And I was, yes, exactly. It was like angels singing. And I was like, what is this thing of beauty that I am? Why am I on Instagram? I'm not searching Instagram.
People see you're online.
No, I never let people know when I'm online.
No?
No, why would you do that?
Now you're telling people she's online. No, I'm kidding.
So this is ironic. So backstory here is
this is ironic?
Coincidental? No, I think it's whatever.
This is ironic.
This is interesting.
Okay.
It's the other I word.
Okay.
Vanessa's been telling me about this man named Sharon, who Sharon, I don't actually know how to say his last name, Sachar or Sachar, but S-A-C-H.
Or Sachar.
A-R,
yeah.
Anyhow, he is an amazing talent, and that's actually what made me want to go to Red Alder. He heard that he would be teaching there, and I really wanted to just meet this unicorn of a man that does all these things that I love to do and want to do, and pottery and all this stuff. So anyways, I saw this blanket. And the booth was empty, but I didn't see anything but the blanket. And it was a knitted, I immediately snapped a picture because thankfully he had a nice little QR code there in the name, and it was called the Seashell Scrap Yarn blanket. And it's just so interestingly constructed, and it's clearly scrappy, and everything about that sings to me. And so I was drooling all over that. And then I happened to just like open my eyes and see the rest of the booth, and there's pottery, which is another of my dreams. Obviously, we've talked about this. Yes. Basically all the arts. And such good stuff. But anyways, he was visiting at another booth, and then he popped over, and then I realized who he was, that he is the unicorn. He's
the one that I've been telling her about. And I told him about her. So he was excited to meet her too when I saw him at a trunk show like a month ago. So
I wish I'd come for that.
they found each other.
That would have been fun. Once I realized who he was, we started talking about crafting, and I asked him what his favorite crafting is right now because he does all the things. Because he was teaching. I say "cuz" a lot. Because he was teaching art yarn. I think was his class.
Yep.
But he was also selling pottery.
Mm-hmm.
And this might have come home with me.
Might have. Hold it up closer so people can
it's
really appreciate the beauty of his handiwork.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
So beautiful. And having my coffee this morning, there is a thumb.
Oh, yes.
There is a thumb.
It's brilliant.
It's so perfect. And you fit my whole hand in there.
Yeah.
And it holds anything.
Yeah.
And he has this cool little logo on the bottom. Anyways. So I geeked out over the pottery. But
he showed some other stuff.
He just fiber in my mouth.
He does amazing. Like, look at this level of detail. These are things I bought in previous years. So I just, like, when I saw knitting on pottery, I was like, what? It's just incredible. And he has this whole process. He needs to explain it to us. And I don't want to try to butcher his process explaining it back, but it's just amazing. He has had some with crochet as well. So it's just really cool to see his work.
He's incredibly talented. So we got talking about quilting because quilting is one of my first, after knitting, it's my first love crafting wise, and it's what I started my Stitch Mischief name with. And I just, talking to him, and it got me so inspired to get back to quilting and to do abstract quilting because he showed me a quilt that has been accepted to QuiltCon 2024 to be viewed or shown. And judged, I presume. And in this quilt, and it is very reminiscent of a Gee's Bend quilt. It's like a group in America that do some really fantastic quilting, like historically and currently, I believe. Anyhow, in his quilt, he incorporated fabric that had been woven from yarn that he spun, and it had been woven and then incorporated as blocks into his quilt and then quilted. And it was just such next level of thinking, like, I really, really, really want to do this. And then it reminded me of improv quilting I'd done in the past. So we're sitting there sharing pictures. And I remembered 10 years ago, almost exactly, I did an improv quilt with birch trees and the shadows that they cast and using metallic threads and stuff. So anyways, I was so re-inspired to touch quilting again. And it just is so good. Anyways, it was such a treat to meet you, Sharon.
Yay. Yeah, no,
not that you're watching this, but I'm saying it anyways.
You never know. You never know. He's an awesome guy and very talented. And I'm so glad you at least found him in the hour that we were there because that would have been so
organically too.
Yes.
I found him all by myself.
like a moth to a flame. we are kindred spirits. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was super fun.
Yeah. So what else you got over there? Something else?
So
cute?
I met Summer of Sunrise Grove, and she was the booth. I was like, I'm coming back to you, but I need to go look at everything else first because I should be somewhat responsible, but I didn't. I still had to come back and get it before she shut down for the day. I was like, what is this? It's cute.
A little closer. Yeah.
And it has a little thingy, keychain thing, and it's a flower press. And my whole life, I have pressed flowers until I realized they wrecked books, which are my other passion. And then you forget you put them in the book, and then you have something you find 10 years later when you're looking in a dictionary, basically. So this is something that she's designed, and it opens up. I'll try and do this quickly. Sorry. And
lots of noise.
Yeah, little noises.
Sorry, guys.
And there. Thankfully, I had a swatch. So inside, there's these little cardboard, mechanic laser cut things, and then inside those, there's little, like, kind of like tissue-y sort of.
Look closer.
Sort of like a tissue-y sort of. It's
paper?
probably something to do with archival paper, is my guess. But today,
Did you go get something?
I did. I got a little bit of. It's either Spanish moss or lichen, and so I pressed it in here today.
Oh, that's so cool.
All the Pacific Northwest is awesome, and I don't see this kind of moss and it's already dry.
It's
Holy
already-
Toledo.
That's awesome.
Okay, that is so cool. Anyways, now I want flowers. I want to find
Yeah.
all the pretty little flowers. And she had a bigger version too, but I didn't know
So-
how it would work.
Do you know the purpose of all the different?
Many flowers. So if you go
Each-
camping or
okay.
hiking, you can just attach it to your bag and
Yeah.
then collect your flowers, and then you have your little tiny memories.
That is so neat.
And then you can scrapbook them
I
when you
love
get around to
that.
doing that. All
Yeah.
your free time.
All your free time. Did you lose a screw? Okay.
No,
Hopefully
I didn't.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so that was really neat.
That
and
is
also
really cool.
Quite cool. Not knitterly, but so cool.
Yeah. No, it's a nice find. That's kind of like I had a list. when we went to Mid City, Canada too. Of like just a bunch of like notions I wanted to look for. And I had a list again this time, but
But you did it. You did all your list though this time.
no. The
of
things
notions?
things I would like to look for.
Mhm.
But it's okay.
Sometimes it's the things you're not looking for that find you.
Yep.
And you're like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And this time I got a budget
Yeah.
and I didn't even spend it all
Hey.
by my
Look at that.
adoring husband. Thank you. But
She
yeah,
did good. She got
I
two
was
things.
Very careful.
Two things. And I think, we're responsible shoppers. But like, I think I say this all the time. I don't know if I've said this on the podcast, but like the biggest reason I like to go to these shows is just to reconnect with people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm like, how long has it been? It's been a year. It's been a year, but it's so good to see people again, you know?
Mhm. Meaning
Huh?
Kaya.
Oh, yes, Kaya.
That was fun.
Yeah. Okay. So Kaya is a local knitter. I've known her for 12 years, I think, is when I first met her. It was 12 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. At my
12 years.
first so we have a lot of awesome knitters locally. So there's a local knitter. My husband does construction, and he was working on this local knitter's house, and I think he saw her knitting. And it was like, hey,
you
my
do.
wife does that too. And so she's like, what? You know, so he told her about me, and she actually reached out to me and asked if I could do a trunk show at her house.
What?
Yeah, in her basement. So
With other people there?
with other people, she just a personal trunk show.
I'm happy to know other people were there.
People were there. And so she put out the word. She's like the best networker
Wow.
ever. She's amazing.
Skills.
She's very sweet. I love her. And but she like put out the word for all her friends, and she had her friends come, and we all sat like in a circle in her basement, and I had all my samples, and I just like pulled them all out and passed them around, and people feel and touch and try things on and ask questions and explain things. And Kaya sat right next to me. And I remember she was, I think ever since then we just clicked, and she's just I can't even explain you have to know Kaya to know what an amazing human she is, right? So
She is.
yes.
She hugged me twice.
Yes. So I ran in. Okay, so before we left, I was like, oh man, I want to see Kaya. I'm like, but we're going so stinking late. Like, I'm like, there's no way she's gonna still be there. And so I was kind of sad. I might have missed her, but like, I'll see her around town, you know. But then she was at Birdie Parker's booth. Like, she came up to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, Kaya. So yeah,
That's
that
so
was
cool.
it was a very nice surprise. And I was like, okay, Jade's coming. Okay, so hold on. She apparently watches our podcast, which is super cool.
Apparently. We believe you.
I can't word, guys. I can't word.
teasing
Words are not
you.
happening. I won't even tell you the embarrassing moment I had after the show.
You're totally
Let's not go. Well, now I have to. And it also involves Kaya, so it's gonna have to. Anyway, but so she came up and she started talking about the podcast, and I was, we were just chatting about it, and I was like, you know what, Jade's going to be here, and I want you to meet Jade, right? And so she had on a bright coat, so I was like, okay, I'll keep an eye out for you. And then the show, of course, we shut it down, and then we thought, oh no, we missed Kaya, and then I saw her in the hallway, and I'm like running after her in the hallway, and I ran after her into.
You really did it? You run a lot at Fiber
I
Festival.
do.
Do you do that?
Because I take so freaking long to get there, and then I
legs.
don't have.
Oh, that way.
I have short legs, and because we're
Hit
not.
my mic.
Oh, and because I'm never there at a reasonable time to do things
Relaxed.
slowly.
Relaxed.
I like chase her down. Kaya, you have to meet Jade. She's right here. So
I'm running at a slow pace. Trying to figure out what
she's like, where is she? I'm like, she should be around the corner any minute. Let her just catch up to me. Yes. So you met Kaya. So you can chat for a minute. So I'll stop talking. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, she was so sweet. And I think she's like, I think one of the first things she said to me is like, I watch your podcast.
Yeah.
And it was so cute because I think that's the first time we've talked to someone in person at a thing where they've mentioned seeing us, which is together. Like we were together, and
It's a little surreal. Like,
it was surreal and fun, and she was so kind. And she also had a wheel in her backpack.
Yes.
But her backpack was tiny, so we really need to see it. I was actually going around her back to scope out her size of her backpack, and I'm like, how did you fit a wheel in there? So it's a pocket wheel of a different sort, but
she makes it happen.
yeah, she's like telling me the best places to go for learning how to spin or taking classes, and she had amazing fiber arts festival recommendations.
Yeah, she's a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah. She was just so kind.
Yeah.
And it was like fiber people are just so, it's home.
Yeah.
Like you meet them, like that's why I was like comfortable go to the lady with the yarn. I'm like, you're my people. So where do I get that?
Yeah.
It's just home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so glad you guys got to meet.
It was fun.
And I love seeing you, Kaya, always. So can't wait to see you again.
That was nice.
Yeah.
I got 2 hugs. I felt really special.
Yeah. So I have to share my embarrassing moments because, I said it.
We were actually, background, we were standing, there was a banquet lineup going for that night for, I think, a speaker and for the yarn festival. And we somehow planted ourselves directly
in the middle of the line.
Well, and then it became the middle of the line.
It became the middle.
It started forming on the other side of us. And like, are you in line? We're like, no, we're just really mismanaged.
Talk. Yeah.
And so while we're talking to Kaya, there's people everywhere. And so after...
someone had overheard us.
Yeah.
And she came up to us like, hey, did you guys say you have a podcast? Do you have...
What do you know? But I was thinking, oh dear.
Okay. Oh, hey, do you have a podcast? And we're like, uh-oh. Yes. Yeah. Do you know us? And she's like, no, I overheard you, So we started chatting with her.
And she's like, you know what type?
She wanted to know what type, and she wanted to know the name. And okay, as is the pattern with me, I can't English. There's a time in the day that my brain shuts down. No more. No más. No English. No más. No more in Spanish.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I was like, don't.
Do you remember the exact words? Because it was so special that I don't.
Without context. She's like, I'll check it out. I was like, okay. Don't drink water and spit it out. I was trying to say, don't watch while you're drinking water because you might end up like, I don't know.
Or any other beverages. So I had to sit there and like clarify. She means you're going to laugh. Sorry. Don't drink while laughing.
So I hope you were not drinking water just now because that would be bad. And then I'm like, I'm such an idiot. Why did I say that? So if you're watching, I'm sorry. Because that was...
It's like the girl on the produce farm stand.
Oh,
we have a podcast.
We went to a local marketplace, and me and Jade, when we're together, we just come. You can't make up how we are. Like we just have the antics are on full display. And she was laughing at us. She was a checker at this marketplace, and she was laughing at us. She was clearly enjoying our banter and our interactions.
Our inability to leave the store. You kept coming back. You kept staying, and I
had to buy more things, and you kept going in my truck, and I was waiting, and I was like, "What is she doing? I got things to get." Anyway,
I'm in a hurry.
I'm in a hurry. But yeah, so she was laughing, clearly enjoying, our presence. And on our way, she was like, "Oh, you guys." I think she said that we were funny.
Oh, I guess I
think
all I heard is you.
I wouldn't just say stupid stuff without being prompted.
I wasn't there. I was waiting by the door, waiting to leave again.
Yeah. So she's like, "You guys are so funny." I was like, "Thanks, we have a podcast." And she's like, "Oh, that's so cool." And then we just walk out.
She ran out the door.
Because we don't have cards yet.
Oh, we need to do that.
We need cards.
Because we gave the poor lady a thing. We're like, here's one of our cards and one of your cards. And I just thought our cards.
And neither of our cards have the podcast on it.
We're on it. But also, yeah, we should do that.
We should do that. Yeah.
But also, I was so proud of myself for having cards.
I'm so proud of you too.
Do you know why I had cards?
Why?
Because I organized my bedroom and I found a stack of cards. I'm like, I don't know where to put these, so I put them in my purse.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's good. Have to have them on hand. I was looking all over my house for mine before I left. I'm like, I need to have my cards because you never know. And yeah, sure enough, I think I gave like 2 or 3 out. So
I've never done
Anyway,
that
my embarrassing
That was fun,
moments.
though.
I hope you don't judge me for not being able to talk.
I don't know.
I don't know where these
I don't
things
think
come
we're
from.
known for eloquence.
No.
Or facts.
And the funny thing is, like, writing is one of my favorite things, and I, for work, like, edited and I proofread and edit frequently, but that was like my primary job for a long time.
Yeah.
So I know English very well, grammar and stuff, but for some reason it doesn't.
I think it's
It
when you
doesn't
get
count.
excited, and that's the same with me. When you
Yeah.
get excited, the words start to like mix,
Yeah.
and the thoughts don't go to words fast enough.
I think my brain goes faster than I can
Yeah,
say it,
exactly.
and then it just comes out like. Bleh.
And I get it. I
Yeah.
know exactly what she's
Yeah,
saying. I
yeah.
can translate.
Yes, thank you. You can translate my gibberish.
Well, you translate mine too.
Yeah. And a lot of times we have like we're playing telephone, and it's like one person says one thing, and the next person's like, "You said that." You know, you guys have seen it. You've seen evidence of this when she thinks I say things and I did not.
It's a problem. I might have ear issues. I don't know.
Get your hearing checked.
Like, what was that thing just now? It was so weird. Like, you did what? Oh, was it uterus? Something to do with that. I'm like, you're doing what? No, actually, that was super random.
It was Sky. She said, "Do you want your device something?" And you're like, "You want your uterus
unplugged or something?" And I'm like, you can't do that.
That doesn't happen. That's not a thing. Anyway.
Did you do an update? Do we have any updates? No.
Not really. No, not really.
Things are still things. On
Things
our
are still
personal
things.
side.
I'm looking at our notes real quick. We talked to. Oh, I bumped the camera. Sorry, guys.
That's sorry.
No.
You're sorry.
I'm
not
sorry.
because I didn't do it.
Oh, okay. So we talked about Red Alder. We talked about Red Alder and what we got, and yeah, real quick, we might be doing Rose City Yarn Crawl in March.
Sam, think about it.
Think about it, Sam, please.
We'll plan.
And if you're watching and you're going to be doing the Rose City Yarn Crawl, please let us know in the comments. Let us know
Where to go?
Where to go? Where should we? I mean, I know there's like.
Done it.
Oh,
Is there a list? Of
yeah, there's a list. It's downstairs. It's downstairs. I'll show you. But yeah, so let us know where we should go. Like, make sure
in priority.
Because of course the way that we roll, we'll probably
We'll be more organized.
we'll be there earlier than 3 or 4:50, but.
I almost crashed my car pulling into the parking lot.
Oh no!
Because I got startled by a song sound. And I thought it was a siren, so I thought I was doing something illegal.
Oh
and so
no!
I really, really crashed.
You thought you're getting pulled over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, it was a double yellow. Was I not allowed to cross that? I don't know.
I don't
Is that
either.
illegal? Can I get arrested for that?
I don't know. She said, "Don't admit to crimes on the internet."
These people.
You know nothing. This is not the conversation you think you heard.
And also, apparently, sirens and music, they just.
Yeah. I don't know why people do that, honestly. Because when you're driving, you'll hear a siren, you think it's behind.
Mm-hmm.
How did we get on this topic?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, Rose City Yarn Crawl.
Rose City Yarn.
Yes, that's what we're talking about. So yeah, if you're going to go, we'd love to meet you, but just let us know where we should prioritize because it might be noon before we get there.
But it won't be because we're going to be on it. I'll make you
manifest it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, what did you say?
manifest. I'll make you breakfast.
I'll make
I'll get you up.
Get me up out of I mean, you to get yourself up too.
Okay, well,
You're part of the equation.
Yeah, this last weekend I've been kind of bad because the night before, the day we left, I was dyeing yarn for us.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that too.
And I think
And you were making earrings.
I was making earrings that night too.
Look
Not
at
that I'm
this.
wearing
Aren't
them.
they so cute? I love leopard print. Oh, leopard print and purple go together real well, you know?
The print and you go together really well.
Thank you. So yeah, she made me these beautiful earrings. I appreciate them.
And there's a little tear in them.
Yep.
I was like, if you pick those ones, I have a teeny tiny little teardrop in my ear because
It's right there. Mm-hmm.
because sentimental reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was dying. So I was up till like 3,
Mhm.
also because my cat decided to eat all her catnip treats.
Oh no.
And so she was a little bit high, crazy, and hungry, and thirsty. I'm like, I'm just gonna stay.
She was
up
having the
here.
munchies.
Oh, maybe that's. I've never been high. So
I've never either. Never ever. But still, like.
She was not in her right mind, so I stayed up and played video games and hung out with her while she tried to calm down from her catnip treats. She actually broke into the container, spilled it out, and had like a smorgasbord of stuff. And I'm like,
Yikes.
she ate like that much. Like, I'm surprised she didn't throw up.
Oh.
But yeah, so I was up till 3 and then I didn't pack or anything until the next day. And then
Yeah.
had to drive 3 hours plus an hour and a half border wait. I need to get next to stat.
Yes, you sure do. Because, you know, you probably will be here regularly.
I feel like this is another home for me.
It is. It is.
And now it's a home for Sky too, because
Isn't
Sky
it?
loves to hear too.
If she can see us.
Yeah. I don't know.
From the loft.
Just tuned us out.
She's like, y'all are crazy.
And obnoxious. I'm just kidding.
I think we're toned down this time.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yarn.
Yarn.
Yarn,
Yes.
yarn, yarn.
Okay. So yes, as she was saying, she dyed yarn for us to. Do you have yours? It's the same
No,
color.
Because I'm stupid and I forget things.
You're not
I actually was
stupid.
so excited. I wanted to do my test thing and cast on while I was down here, and I left my mohair on my bed instead of in my bag.
Makes me so sad.
It makes me sadder.
Yeah. So remember we were talking about a springy Nydia cardigan. So and we're talking about cream and not gray, not green, not yellow, just a nice cream. So she got the perfect, I think, vanilla ice cream color for me.
And I promise it actually is dyed.
Yes.
But it had to be, I didn't want to alter the color too much because I adore cream. I adore wearing cream and it looks so good on Vanessa's skin.
I love it. I'm so excited. And so I hope to do that very soon. And
You hope to do a lot of things.
I do.
You have a list almost the whole day long. You're like, I want to do this. I want to do that.
I have many hopes and dreams. It's very sad.
No, it's not.
Well, I have a full-time job.
I know, but the opposite of not having, if you don't have hopes and dreams,
That's true.
remember?
You got nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Anyway,
Hope is important.
it is very important.
Yes.
But yes, so my Nydia cardigan light will be happening sometime in the future. Who knows when? But if anyone's familiar with sewing too, I will be wearing it with Ogden camis.
What should I call that? I was thinking either buttercream or you thought vanilla? Or vanilla bean?
Well, vanilla bean would have to have some
No
speckles.
flex. Just
Give
vanilla.
us some suggestions for her really pretty vanilla-y, creamy colored yarn. Name suggestions would be great.
What's super funny is this is completely out of my comfort zone, which is weird because it's like cream. But yeah, my natural comfort is all the color and all the speckles and all the
Disco
swatchy.
ball.
Yeah, disco ball.
Disco ball.
So
You should make a disco ball color.
yes, but yeah, so I'm being really drawn to neutrals and as though you're on the coast in Ireland with some sheep
Yeah.
hanging out. Like that is like kind of my teenage knitterly dreams. That was what I wanted. I wanted big Aran sweaters and corduroy jeans.
Corduroy.
And dog moves.
Man, that is a blast to
That
pass.
was my dream when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
And I've never made it happen.
No.
But I can
I
tell
had
the
some
yarn.
corduroy pants back in the day. Back in the 90s.
Oh, I did have corduroy too. I hated it.
2000s.
The texture is terrible.
Yeah.
Ugh. Unless
Yeah.
they're really soft corduroy.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, they're just.
I think I had a corduroy jacket. I don't know, my voice did that. But anyway, yeah, I had a corduroy jacket with like some like shearling like fur on the neck.
that was in style for
It
a
was
while.
kind of cute.
Yeah.
It was kind of cute.
Was it white shearling?
No, it was like a creamy caramel mocha color.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was actually pretty nice.
Yeah. So
But yeah, so that she bought that. But as she was saying, for my test knit. So my test knit kicked off a few days ago, and people are off to the races. They are making their sleeves, and I'm so excited to see their sweaters. Everybody's doing.
she has literally the most amazing group of test knitters I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Just watching it is so cool to see because they are happy and there's so many of them and
Yeah.
they're so active. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I feel like the odd man out though. Sometimes I'm like the lurker in the corner going, hi.
She's like, "Hi, I'm Vanessa's weird friend." I'm like,
It is not wrong.
like, why would you introduce yourself like that? You're not my weird friend. You're Jade, and you're a special person.
You to the head pat. That's how you know I'm special.
Oh no, I didn't mean it that way.
No,
Oh,
no,
man.
I'm like the newbie in the corner because
No.
you're very professional and like on it, and
Oh.
technical, and I'm like, what's that page? I like, for example, I'm knitting this, and I started this. This is my other
Her other Nydia
I need to
sweater.
stop hitting my
Yes.
other Nydia. It has just a bit of a sleeve left.
I want them to see the color though. This haze. Look at that. Look at her color sense. I mean, ugh.
It's very you.
It's very. Can I see
It actually would look good with this.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep talking.
So I was I was really planning, because this is how I am. I'm, what do you call it? Overambitious and ridiculous. So I was like, I'm gonna dye all the yarn, submit all the schoolwork, and do everything I had to do, pack and knit a sleeve, on Friday night.
For Red Alder.
As well as spend 5 hours making jewelry with friends. I did almost none of those things, except the dyeing and the jewelry.
Yeah.
The school got done today.
That's good.
But yeah, there was no sleeve. So, but what I did though find out is that I fit this because I blocked it. I didn't realize I hadn't blocked it, and that's why I was like a sausage tube in it.
Yeah, no, the stitch pattern is really, really stretchy. It likes to grow.
Yeah, so that was a cool discovery. So that one's very close. So every day I'm knitting a Nydia of one color or another.
Something. Sound like me. I can't stop. I can't quit. Can't quit the stitch pattern.
And I've been swatching too. I was swatching on the way down. Now, I don't know if I could pull this up without making a mess. Okay, so I've swatched for, can I say it's for your?
Yeah, for my
for
sweater.
a test knit, sweater test knit. And this is not actually the colors I'm going to use, but I did October Skies in mohair, and then Auroras and Sad Pros for the main speckle and decay.
So pretty.
So I just wanted to know how the base would knit up together gauge-wise. Wouldn't be the color. I'm actually thinking you're doing cream, but I also had to see. But ignore the tangle of yarn bar. There's so many balls of yarn attached to this.
So cool. I love I love the way you do this technique though. This is so cool.
So this is this is a scrappy version, just to see how I could fade, or not fade, but just play with color. So I was knitting on that on the way down in my very long border lineup.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's so pretty. It's so soft, and it never, like, for some reason, like marling, holding the multiple yarns together, I can never envision it, like when I see the skeins like individually, but like whenever I see them, like, this is so magical. It's just it's so cool.
Thank you.
And like, the way that you just have your vision, and I
like playing
my
with
mind
color.
just-
Well, thank you. I didn't
it's so cool.
know you'd say that, but thanks.
Yeah, of course.
I'm honored.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really just like seeing how colors play together. So in whatever medium that is.
Yeah, you're so good at that. Like your Finch bucket too that you've got.
Oh, you want to see it?
You guys want to see her Finch bucket?
It has yarn bar hanging over
So
it.
beautiful. Like the fabrics of this.
Yeah, this is my. Ignore that. Can you pull the yarn bar up? I have like 17 balls of yarn in here.
Apparently.
That actually was why I made this too.
Yeah.
I wanted a big. This is why I made the pattern.
I'll hold it up and you explain it.
Okay, so this is the large size. So back up. This is the large size because it's absolutely huge. And then if you turn, it's all so dirty and covered with dog hair.
Yep, sorry.
And I did this one with Anna Maria Horner's. I had found, I never discovered her fabrics when she was like really actively producing them, but I did find someone selling scrap fabrics, because this is exactly.
Has she stopped?
No, she does. I think she does. I don't know.
Okay, I was like, hold on.
But these are like classic lines.
Yeah.
Like this one especially right here is my
This
favorite.
one here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that
one
is
of my very favorites.
super pretty.
And her color sense is just beautiful. And also anything with pixelation like this there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this is the Finch bucket. A lot of people know about it, but I have made it. I'm tired of hearing me talk about it because it's like 5 years old.
So cute.
But yeah, it's a pattern. It has like 3 sizes, and I named it Finch bucket because I was able to fit my baby in it when I made it. So, and his name is Atticus. So it's a Finch bucket, and I actually had him. It's baby size.
Baby size.
And people have sent me pictures of
didn't know that.
dogs in it, and
That is so cute.
yeah. So this is the largest size in the patchwork, and then the pattern has like 3 different sizes. And 3 different patchwork versions, and then my blog has how to do customizations here, and this is canvas. What do you call that? Wax canvas.
Yeah, the wax. Yeah, it's
So
really
it's
nice.
kind of like a little protecty.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways,
Cool.
so that's my bag, and you can literally fit like
Yeah.
probably 15 to 20 skeins of yarn, easy.
I bought the pattern a while back.
One day we're going to make it together.
We're going to make it together. Well, I now want to make a patchwork version because that's super cute.
I love patchwork.
Yeah.
So
I gotta learn how to quilt, apparently.
quilting is good.
One of the many things.
It keeps our brains young. I think, to learn new things.
Making things and stretching our brains in different ways.
It also keeps us in therapy. Or not in therapy, but like
crafty therapy.
It is our therapy.
It is our therapy. Yeah.
For me anyways.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't get very far. Sometimes when I come down here, all I do is knit and unknit it.
Make mistakes, yeah.
Tink it, and then knit it and tink it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. It's worth it.
Sometimes making is a little bit more frustrating because you have to undo and rip, like sewing, rip seams, knitting, unknit.
Yeah.
But still, it's like
But it's a learning.
It's a learning process, and you grow from each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think it's good.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Okay, so we talked about your Nydia. I'm just trying to. Sorry, I have a list right in front of us here.
She might have compulsions. We don't know this.
I just need to make sure we talked about.
check off the list.
Check off the list. I think we've covered everything. Oh.
No.
Well, speaking of cream-colored and gray-colored yarns, neutrals, I've been kind of on the same journey, for lack of a better word, wavelength, whatever you want to call it. I have been doing the bold and deep jewel tone colors for so long. This year, I'm finding myself gravitating towards more woolly yarns, more earthy, neutral tones. I've been trying to find neutral shades that look good on my skin tone. Because I seem to get a little washed out, with the wrong tones. And so I'm still exploring that. But you have to see. So I kind of compulsively decided, after knitting that sweater that's now in test knitting for, having it on the needles and being in progress for 4 or more years in some form, after I was done with it, I should make another one. Like, who? Why? But apparently, again, I'm a glutton for punishment. But I decided to make something else inspired by that. So I have this currently on the needles. And it is...
beautiful.
It is... I can't even explain the shade of gray. So let me show you what I'm using. So this is 𝒂𝒂𝒕. They're alpaca... I don't have my little tag, do I? No, it's an alpaca blend. It's called Pearl, and this is a beautiful, like, purpley gray.
That's exactly what I would say. When you said I don't know how to describe it, I was thinking pearl.
Yeah.
So it's like pearl.
It's got a purpley brownish tint to it, right? So it's warm in different lighting. In different lighting, it has like a purple shade to it, but it's very warm gray. And then I'm holding it together with the Lamb and Kid mohair and kitten. And so these two together, you kind of, when you see those, you're like, they're not very similar, but they're just making the most beautiful fabric.
And the halo.
Yeah. So I'm excited to have this in my wardrobe because I can see it paired with, let's hold up some purple for good measure. I can see it going with something, purple, like a shirt underneath or something purple or like blue
nice
jeans or
crisp white
shirt. I imagine, I have so many outfit ideas already. And I haven't even made the thing yet. So that's what I'm working on. And I'm excited to have something neutral in my wardrobe. And then, of course, again, with these Nydia cardigan light in cream. Then I think I'll be able to be more versatile and also play with more fabrics, more brighter colored fabrics to pair with my knitting, right? So
you could do your jewels on the inside.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
I'm so excited about that. So yeah, that's what I'm currently working on. As you saw my little purple, I'm also working on that t-shirt I talked about a few episodes back.
Fibers at me.
Is it mohair floating? Mohair floats. Mohair, like, man, once you start knitting with mohair, it's like in your eyes, in your nose, in your mouth, in your
you just pick it out and
in
keep
your
going.
drinks. Hey, it comes with the territory.
It's like dogs.
So, yeah.
You just get used to it.
It's animal glitter. Brogan sprinkles his glitter on me every day.
I never heard of that.
That's what it is. It's animal glitter. But yeah, so I think I think that's all we have to share
You
today.
thought we'd have nothing to say.
I know. Here we are, almost an hour in.
Accidentally almost an hour.
Oopsie. I hope you all enjoy hanging out with us. And if there's ever anything you want us to talk about, any questions you want us to answer.
Like, when will Jade ever finish something? Just kidding. Maybe soon.
Oh, she will. You're going to finish the test net.
Yes,
I'm
I
going to
am.
manifest it.
You have to stop saying manifest. I am going to finish this
She's
task.
going to finish it. With or without ventilating systems remains to be seen.
If you remember.
On that note,
Chickens on
funky
this
chicken. Oh, yes.
right.
All right, everybody.
Yep.
I think are we good to wrap it up?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Have a great rest of your evening, day, wherever you may be.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in as always. And if you see us out and about anywhere, please say hi. Like, it's
Make
just
our
so
day,
it's just so
please.
cool. Like, seriously, you know. So we're not just talking into the void of the interwebs.
And it might be that for a while, but I don't think we are.
No, I think we have amazing commenters
Mhm.
and people talking to us. And I should also say, real quick, for everybody who responded to our last episode with all your just amazing words of support and encouragement, that meant a lot to read everything you said. So,
Thank you.
yes, thank you.
We appreciate it.
Yes,
I just,
all right.
It's so nice when people take the time to like stop and say something.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you.
Yeah. So every time you take a few seconds or a minute to say something, we really, it matters to us.
Yeah.
I'm starting to lose the words. As you know, this is what I do. But
It's time for dinner.
it's time for dinner. Ooh, ooh.
Oh, there goes a shoulder dance. I don't know where shoulder dancing came from, but I don't know what to do with them. Maybe go the other way.
When you sit
No. Oh, yeah, it doesn't work. Anyways, now I'm getting cold.
on that note,
Bye.
bye everybody. Have a good one. You can do this. You can do it.
Hi, and welcome.
Okay, no.
You're like wanting me to do it, but you're dancing.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Is that going? No. Okay.
No.
Oh.
I'm not gonna take over your. I said you could do it.
Okay. Hello, and welcome to episode 5
shoot.
of What? Sorry.